What is up, guys? My name is Andrew and welcome to Factorio. This game is so much fun and I am so glad to be doing a series on this. I'm excited for this one. It's going to be awesome. So let's get a few things out of the way really quickly. First of all, this series is not strictly meant to be a tutorial series. It's more going to be like a Let's Play series. However, by the nature of my my commentary style, the beginning of this is going to be kind of tutorial-like. So I'm going to be explaining what I do and why I do it. And this is going to be very good for the beginning of the series because early game, I know a lot of how to play this game because I've played it many, many times. I've made lots of factories. But as we get towards the later game, I haven't played Factorio late game very many times. So it's going to become more of like a let's play, kind of me trying to figure out exactly what's going on and how I play the rest of the game. But at first, it's going to start kind of tutorially as I explain what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. But anyways, this is going to be our world. Let me explain what Factorio is real quick for those of you who might not have actually ever heard of the game. Factorio for me was always that game in Steam that I would see in the store and think, this game looks like fun, but I would never actually purchase it because it never went on sale. And I kind of like to stick to the sale games. But anyways, I tried out Factorio finally, and I think it's extremely fun. The whole point of Factorio is that you've landed on a planet that is foreign to you. The planet contains materials such as iron, copper, coal, etc., etc. And your only goal is to build a rocket ship so that you can escape the planet. Simple, right? Well, there are two ways you could do this, I suppose. So the first way you could do this is you could go and mine all the materials Minecraft style, and you could build everything by hand, just like, yeah, like normal people would do. And then probably to get to the final step, it would take you hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. It would take you so long, it's not even feasible to do that. In fact, I would guess it'd probably take you at least like 1,000,000 hours. Maybe that's a bit of an overestimate, but it would take you a very, very long time. The second way you could do is to make machines to automate things for you so that you don't have to build materials by hand. The machines can do it for you, and this is the way that Factorio kind of emphasizes. So pretty much a TLDR for that, too long don't read, is going to be Factorio, you automate things. That is all that Factorio is about. So this is my world setting right here. This is going to be awesome. So I've set up a couple different things. So normally these are all set to normal, medium, and normal. But what I've set is I've made the size of all these minerals, or all these materials. I made the size bigger, the richness very good. However, to offset that, I've made the frequency of these deposits lower, so they're going to be kind of more spread out in the map, and that's really going to help when it comes time to build trains and that sort of thing. Having them farther apart is going to make trains very, very viable in the long run. Our enemy bases, I've set frequency to low because I don't really like dealing with them, especially early game. I've set the size of them smaller because I don't like dealing with gigantic hordes, and I've set the starting area big, so that means they won't attack me until a little bit later. And I've also turned off enemy expansion, and the reason for that is going to be because enemy expansion is where if you have a base in one location, they can kind of expand to go and take over a new location. And the reason I turned that off is because when I clear a location of enemies, I don't want them to actually go and take back that location. I want to have it cleared for me to build on for the rest of the game. I've had problems where they start spawning randomly and like in the middle of the base, and that's not a good thing. So this is going to be our settings, and we are going to generate. Like I said, the start of this is probably going to start off a little bit tutorially. Can I turn these off? How do I? Okay, the start of this is probably going to start a little bit tutorially because I've played early game a lot. I've played probably 15 factories early game to mid game, but I've never actually gotten into late game, and I hope that's what this series is going to do. All right, so you start. What you're given to start is you're given a stone furnace, a burner mining drill, as you see on the bottom right here. And then if we go into our inventory by pressing tab, I believe, nope, not tab, E, that's what it is, we can see that we have our iron plate. And on our left side over here is our inventory, and the right side is our crafting menu. The crafting menu has four different crafting menu areas right here, and these are all different kind of sections of materials that you can build. And then of course, if you hover over something, it tells you what you need. The top part where it says repair pack, right under that, it tells you the amount of time it takes to build that. Under that show the two intermediate materials that you need. Those are the things that you need automatically to build this thing. It's kind of confusing, but if you look all the way at the bottom where it says total raw, that is all of the raw materials that you need. And if all you have are the raw materials, then it will actually make the intermediate materials for you. And I'll show you that a little bit later. So what we want to do currently, actually I could show you that right now. So we're going to make some iron axes with the materials that it gave us. So you can see that iron axes require 3 iron plates and 2 iron sticks. We don't have any iron sticks, all we have are iron plates. However, you make iron sticks with iron plates, just like that. So if we make our axes, it's going to automatically make the iron sticks and then make the axes for us, just like that. Simple. And we're just going to use our iron to make 2 iron axes because that's how I like to start. All right, let's find our material deposits. Okay, so if we scroll out, we see we have copper over here. You got uranium, which we never have to worry about until later. Ooh, and we have our what is this? Iron in here and our coal in here. You can actually see it on the map if I press M. We got our coal here and our iron here. Those are pretty nice sized deposits for starting. However, I'm a bit sad that they're super far away from this, but that is going to be a-okay. It looks like we have a very, very small coal right there and some stone up there. We're going to have to remember where this stone is because we're going to need to be going there every once in a while. All right, so like I said, it's a little bit sad that our that our coal is going to be inside this forest here, but that's going to be okay because we've made our iron axes, which means we can chop trees a little bit better than normal. So we're going to be chopping these trees, chopping away. And the whole goal is going to be we want to get to this, where is it? This iron over here. So let's actually start over here because we want to kind of make an area. Like I said, it does kind of suck that these are in trees because that means we have to chop a lot of trees. But I think what we're going to do is we're just going to chop like a little area at first to start. And then we're going to work with that. And then as we need to expand, we will chop trees later to get there. And this is going to be made especially excruciating because we do not have grenades. Grenades are the best method of destroying trees aside from tanks and robots, which you get a bit later. So let's keep chopping away, chopping at this stuff. And we probably have enough area to put down at least one of our drills here. I mean, we only have one, but we'll make more. So we have a drill. We're going to place that right about here probably. I guess we'll place it right there. And we'll place this thing, this furnace right under it. So what's going to happen is when the drill is powered, it's going to drill out things. And you see where this arrow is right here? It's going to put it directly into this furnace. And the furnace was going to need power as well. So we're going to need some coal. The coal is right here. So let's clear out a little coal area here. You know what? Actually, we have a lot of trees. We can just use trees currently. So let's put some trees in there, and we'll put just a couple trees in there. We'll come back and put more in there. So our trees are going to be our power source for now, which is going to be perfectly fine because we have a lot of trees that we need to place, or to displace rather. So we're just going to be grabbing some trees just like this. This is a very, very painful process. And I'm sorry that our starting world has placed our initial coal deposit and iron deposit directly in the middle of the Amazon rainforest, but it's going to be perfectly fine. What is happening with my mouse over there? It's looks like it was running the blue little circle of waiting. All right, let's place a little bit more of this in there. How are you doing? You still have 96. So that's going to supply us for a very, very long time. Let's grab what's in here. Let's grab all this iron. And what I've done there is I've done shift click on this and it brings it out just like that. So with that iron, can we do anything? What we're looking for, by the way, currently to start, just for the starting area, is we're looking for burner mining drills and stone furnaces. Those are the things that we're going to need the most of at this moment. And it looks like we have the iron. We just don't have the stone. So that's why I said that stone that we saw earlier up here is going to be pretty important. However, I think for now, we can probably look for stone rocks because they do give you 20 stone. And we do see a stone rock up here. Let's see if we can find a couple of those. We do have 2 over there, and I think there was one in the middle of this. Yeah. So let's just go ahead and mine this. This takes a little bit longer to mine, but it gives you 20 stones. That's pretty good. So there's our 20 stone right there, and we're going to go over to this one as well, which is going to give us 20 more stone. And we'll probably hit this one and then head back. Or maybe we'll go for the one that's in the copper as well. I don't know. Let's see. All right. So I'm sure you can see that these stone rocks do not come back. These are like one-time uses. You get it, and it's a one-time supply of a lot of stone. Our long-term stone is going to have to be in that stone deposit that's up there. So probably one of the early things that we're going to do is we're going to get a drill on that stone so we can start getting a lot more stone so that we don't have to worry about it anymore. But currently we have a lot of stone. We can make one more mining drill and a bunch of stone furnaces. We'll make that mining drill, and we will also make a couple of stone furnaces. One of the ingredients for a mining drill, by the way, is a stone furnace, so we can't really have two little stone furnaces. That's pretty much how that... Oh, we have a stone right there that we just missed. I think we're going a little bit too low. Everything that we're doing is up here. Eventually, this will all be cleared. All of this right here. We are stuck in the trees. There we go. By the way, you may be wondering why it zooms out so far that you can hardly even see your character. Because initially, it's all about your character, kind of. Where you are matters. But eventually, when you build a bigger and bigger factory, it doesn't matter at all where you are. All that matters is that you can see your gigantic factory, which may span this entire map. The factories become super huge in this game. Okay, so I'm going to take all the iron out by pressing Control-click on this. That takes all of the iron that's in it out. And what can we do with that? We can make some more mining drills. I think we got to get our coal mining down real quick. So let's clear a couple of trees for that while those build. And you can see, by the way, this is the mining drill building. These are the intermediate materials. So it does make the intermediate materials for you. You don't have to actually go in and make those prior to making the thing you want to make. But there we got 5 mining drills in our bottom right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to do an interesting combination that I like to do, that everyone likes to do actually. It's kind of the meta for Factorio. You place one like that, and then you place one so that its arrow is pointing there, so that if you look at this, let's press Alt. Alt allows you to see a little bit more detailed view of everything. So if we press Alt, we can see the arrows are facing each other, which means that when this makes coal, it'll go into this one, and when this gets coal, it'll go into this one. So it's kind of an endless power supply of coal. What we're going to do is we're just going to put one wood in there, and let's watch it do magic. So this is now feeding this with coal. You'll see it's putting coal in there. You'll see another one go in. Yep. And then this one is feeding this one with coal as well. So how is that even useful, you might ask? Aren't these just two machines that are just doing their job over and over? Well, it's useful because we can actually take excess coal out just like that, and they'll keep working, supplying each other with coal. So we can just run over here, take all the excess, and then let them do their own thing. How much? Okay, we'll do our Control-click right there. There's 2 ways to grab things out. Control-click, or actually go into it by clicking on it and then dragging it out like that. Let's put a couple of mining drills down just like that. We'll put one more actually because we do have another furnace. Oops, I screwed that one up. Mind that. There we go. Okay, and now we need to supply all of these with coal. So let's grab some coal. Once again, control clicking on those. We have some coal. We have 28. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold control and right click, drag all of these. And what it's going to do is put half, when you right click and hold control, it puts half here, half here, half here, half here, half here, half here. So what happened is we had 28, so it put 14 right here, and then it put 7 right there, and then like 3 here, and then 2, 1, 1. So they don't all have even amounts of coal, but I mean, if you keep doing this and grabbing and then running it like that, then they will eventually all have kind of even amount of coal. Let me drink some water real quick. All right, these commentaries do a number on my voice, let me tell you. Let's get a couple more trees. Actually, those aren't trees that we need to chop, so let's only chop the ones that we need here. Are we running out of stone? No, we do have a lot of stone still, so that's perfectly fine. So let's just keep chopping some trees here. And I think the goal probably is to have I think 8 maybe of these would be good for now. And then that'll get us pretty good for a starter base kind of thing. And then where's our water actually? Let me check the map. Okay, is that water? No, that's not water. I think those are our machines. Yeah, those are our machines. Okay, this is water though. The reason I say that is because when we get to power, which we'll probably get to during this episode, it's gonna have to go right about here. Right there, where the water is. And I'll tell you why once we get there. So let's grab some more coal. Did the same thing, control click, and then we'll grab this, and then boom. What is happening? What is out of? Okay, you were out of it. A little bit. We got plenty of iron now. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's gonna be 4 drills for this. Let's make 1, 2. We'll add more here, and let's do probably 1, 2, 3 for the stone because we do want to get some stone going as well. So let's let all those go, and we'll be grabbing some this stuff while that's happening. Grabbing some of those trees. Trees are not very useful in this game. I mean, they're good for wood, and wood is good for wooden chests and for electric poles, for instance. But throughout most of the game, trees are just very, very annoying. And in fact, this is probably one of the most annoying starts I've ever had, just simply because frickin' rainforest is all around here. But yeah, it's all good. We'll work with it. We will work with it. That is part of the fun of this game. You don't know exactly what world you're gonna be put into. You don't know what's gonna happen next. So you gotta kind of like take the punches. I don't know if that's a phrase, but it sounded like one. Just grab a couple more trees here. And actually it looks like all our stuff is built. So we need to clear a couple more trees here so we can allow enough room for our new drills. So let's clear some trees. Oh my god, I'm gonna love it when we get grenades, and you probably are as well, because grenades are so awesome. I could clear this whole forest if I had probably 200 grenades. Sounds like a lot, but 200 grenades, it's pretty good. Okay, so let's place some drills. We can place 1, 2, 3. Let's place one on this side, I guess. 4. Okay. And then let's place one of those right there, one of those right there, 3, and we don't have enough stone for another one of those. Well, let's get these ones working at the very least. And you know what we're going to do? Actually, we're going to get a little bit faster coal production. And the way that you do this for coal production, there are 2 ways I suppose you could do this actually. So I'll show you them in a second. There's one tree in the way. Okay, so we could do this where we have, let's put a thing in there. So, oops, hang on. Okay, so the way this is working is just like this one was working right here. This one right here is basically a mirror of this one. They look the exact same and they do the exact same thing. So that's one way you could do it. Another way you could do it is you could have them feed in a circle like this. And I'm pressing R to rotate these, by the way. R does that. And then they'll feed in a circle just like this. And that's another way that you could do it. I mean, there's just multiple ways. So we've got our coal here. Let's put our coal in the machines. I don't know why I gave some to this one because it really didn't need it, but let me grab some more water real quick while we're running over. We're going to run over to the stone. Wait, actually, no, do we have trees? Yeah, we have trees. So I'll drink some water while we're running over to the stone. All right. So let's go to the stone. It's kind of a long walk, but that's okay. And the reason that's going to be okay is because we're going to set up drills over there. And the reason we're doing that, by the way, let me just real quick make a wooden chest. That would be useful. The reason that we're going to set up a, let me clear the street. The reason we're going to set up a few drills here is because we want it, so this is a pretty long walk. So we want it to be when we get here, we have a lot of stone waiting for us. Not just 20, not just 40, like 80. So let's put our thing there. And the way this is going to work is it's just going to deposit into that chest just like that. Let's add a couple more drills to deposit into the same chest just like that. We'll give you guys each half of this, and then you can have the rest of the trees. So these guys are all going to deposit into this chest, and you can see it's starting to already go pretty fast. And you can see probably as we're working on the other stuff, we could come back here and have a full chest of this stuff. Actually, you know what? I'm going to make an iron chest for it. There we go. I've just placed the iron chest on the wooden chest, and it's giving me back the wooden chest. And I placed an iron chest because it has more slots. So let's go back to our machinery. All the way back, and we'll set up some stuff on copper as well. Copper's not very important early game though. I mean, it is for power especially and for circuits, but I mean really early game you don't really need much. You need a lot of this stuff though, and it's kind of cool. I mean, like before this was a forest and now it's a factory. I think that's kind of cool. I mean, you might be like a nature lover and be like, no, that's not cool, man. You gotta save nature. But that's not really what this game is about. It's all about building the biggest, dirtiest factory. Pollution is a factor, though. Pollution is mainly a factor. Let me build one of these real quick. A stone furnace. Pollution is mainly a factor when it comes to enemies, because enemies do not like pollution. So, this red is our pollution. You can see like a little red outline. I can turn it on and off with this map tool over here. So that red is our pollution, and if there were any enemy bases over here, for instance, once the pollution reaches them, they would start attacking me. But I've made our starter area very, very big, or pretty big, so we shouldn't have any problems with that for a little bit. We're starting to get a lot of iron. This is really, really good. Let's use that iron to actually, let's get 3 of those, 1 of those. We need to get more stone, and let's get some more coal as well while we're at it. And we're going to put this over by the copper, so we can start getting a little bit of that. Do we have... I thought we had a stone thing somewhere over here. Yeah, we have one right here, so let's grab this on our way. We could go all the way up to our stone thing just to see how that's working. But for now, I think we'll be fine with just grabbing that little bit of stone. And with that, we're going to make 2 more of those. So we have 3 and 3. It's getting a little bit dark. I don't know how dark this will be in the YouTubes, but... I hope it's not too dark. If it is too dark, you know what? Let's see if I can turn up the... There are mods to make it less dark, but I don't have any of those currently. Is there a brightness setting? I don't see any. No, it doesn't look like it. So maybe I'll get one of those mods. I don't know. We'll go 1, 2, 3 just like that, and we'll go 1, 2, 3 just like that. And let's take our coal and we'll do what we did before, just like that. And we'll let them work. See, they're starting to get a little bit of this. See? So if we control click, drag over all of them, we'll get them all. Let's go get more stone. See how those things are working. How much do you think it's going to have? 100, 200, 300? Let's find out. How you doing over there? Okay, 1, 2, that's 150, 160, 70, 80, 5, 185. We'll grab all of it. I'm perfectly fine with taking all of that. Alright, and once we get power, there are actually lights in the game, which I will definitely remember to put up. And if I don't, yell at me in the comments. Say, Andrew, you need some lights. We can't see. Alright, let's go back to our current. I kind of want to mine a path through this, but we'll hold off on that. Even though it might be super useful. Let's mine this path real quick. We'll just get a couple of these trees down so that we can make it a little bit more visible while coming through this. And maybe every time we come through here, we'll just mine a couple trees, and eventually it will be all mined. Pretty soon we're going to have to make another axe, because you can see right here next to our gun, which we do actually have, we have our axe right there. And it's getting a little bit low durability. We used to have 2 axes, but we've already used up one of them. That's why I made 2. But we might need many, many more for this area here. Alright, this is looking pretty good. You're out of stuff, so let's grab some coal. And we got our coal here. You know what? I'm tired of going into my inventory, so what I'm going to do is I want coal to be on my hotbar. The problem with having coal on your hotbar like this is that you hold control and click through all of it. Oops. It's like, why is it not using from this? Coal? Okay, that was all of it, I guess. Oh, because I'm normal clicking, not right clicking. That's why. That makes sense. Okay. I was messing up. The problem with having it down like that, like it was, is that the coal is now gone. And if I go and grab more coal, it's not there right now. It's up here. So the one thing we can do is we can bring it down to our hotbar in the slot that we want it in. And we can middle mouse button just like that. And once you do that, it is locked to that slot. So which means even if we take out the coal, that is a coal slot. Nothing else can go there. Coal will automatically be put in that slot. And then we can undo that by middle clicking as well, just like so. So we're going to middle click that one. And we're going to give all the... I keep on normal clicking. Hang on. Give me a second. I'm going to give all of these using right click instead of the normal click. Oh my god, look how much iron we have. We are going hard with iron. Grab more coal. I'm a little bit upset with how slow this is actually, so let's grab a couple more machines. And we're going to speed it up just a little bit. Make it a little bit speedier. So we got our 2 machines. We're going to go like this, and turn this one so it's facing that way. Now we have 6. This one's going to feed here, and this one's going to feed here. Any second. There we go. Now we've got 6 going. We should get a little bit faster production. Let's get 2 more actually. Just because we like it. And then we're probably going to go do power. I like to do power relatively early. I've seen people play this game and do power a little bit later. But I think power is really when the game starts to become really interesting. So I definitely like to get power done early. Give all this some stuff. And yeah. Technically, okay, technically we could automate. You know what? Should I do that? I guess so. Why not? Just to show you guys, I'm going to automate some stuff. For instance, all this coal going into these machines is kind of like I have to actually do it. But wouldn't it be nice if I didn't have to do that? Like, wouldn't that be awesome? Well, let me show you how that works. So let's grab some machines and we'll put them right here. These are going to be our automating machines. And we're going to give them some coal. Okay. Yeah, so we gave them some coal. And now what we're going to do is we're going to make a belt. We're going to make some belts. Belts do not require power. Transport belts. They do not require power at all. So we're just going to make a bunch of these things. And they make by twos, by the way. So now we have them. Let's place them this way right here. And you can see that what's going to happen is that these machines are going to output their stuff onto the belt automatically. Now what we want to happen is we want the belts to go about right here. I'll show you why in a second. But we want them to leave one space between the machine and the, yeah. Oh, this tree's in the way. Between the machine. Okay, so let's go this way, and we're going to turn, come up like this, and then we're going to go over like so. And we'll delete this one. We don't really need that last one. Now, how do we get the coal from the machine into, or from the belt into the machine? We're going to need some burner inserters. So we're going to need one for each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One thing that I forgot to mention, by the way, is when I went to make belts, you may have seen that it was making by 5s in the side. If you click on it normally, it makes by 1s. If you right click, it makes by 5s. And if you shift click, it makes all of the possible ones you could make. But I don't want that, so I'm going to shift click it again on the side over there. So we need some burner inserters. We have 8. Let's put them probably right here. There's our burner inserters, happily inserting into the machines. Now, burner inserters do not require power. They require a coal. So what they do is they eat a coal themselves, just like that, and then they put it into the machine. Now, these also require coal, so if we wanted to, which we do want to actually, that's going to be fun. Let's put this, let's go around, and we're going to put it up here. And then these are going to feed themselves as well. It's going to be a completely automatic system so long as it's supplied with coal. So is this one slot? Yeah, that's one. Okay. We got some trees in the way though, which are kind of annoying. And you can see our axe on the bottom right is about to break, which we don't really like. But it's okay. We'll make one once that breaks. Okay, so we need some more burner inserters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did that make 8? Yeah, I think that did. I made 7, so one more. And we'll put those just like this. There we go. Now we might start running out of coal. That might become a problem because these two machines won't produce enough. So let's make a couple more machines. How about? Where's our machines? Here. We'll make 3 more. And this is how basic automation works. You just use belts so that you don't have to place anything inside the machines. Belts and inserters, that's all it's about. And we grabbed our coal, and let's put our coal inside. We didn't even have to grab it there because we did have it down here. Put our coal inside there. Are you full? Yeah, you're full. Okay, so now we have a nice automation going. This is pretty awesome. Okay, I think it's probably about time to do power. And that's probably going to wrap up the episode. Well, do we want to... We're reaching 30 minutes. Maybe we want to leave power for the next episode. I'm thinking we might want to do that. Because what I'm planning on doing is Okay, so let's go on our map and we'll plan out next episode what we're going to do. I'm planning on putting power right here. This is going to be our nice little power area. We'll have power lines going to our main area, which is probably going to be around here, to be honest. Or maybe even here. So yeah, power right here. So let's put a little power. Awesome. And then we'll do, okay, so, and then we're going to have science, which I'm probably going to talk about next episode as well with power. So I think probably those are going to be the main focuses of next episode, and we might do a basic automation of some science, for instance. So that's probably going to be it for this episode. If you liked it, hit that like button, put some comments and suggestions down below. How do you like this basic automation? I think it's pretty awesome, even though it's probably unnecessary since all we have to do is run back over here, but it will keep all of our machines powered with coal. No problem. They can just kind of live their lives and the coal will do its own thing. But yeah, if you liked that episode, hit that like button, comments down below, and I will see you guys in the next one.